Okay, so 100% of math students must know what I'm going to be talking about. And this is critical, okay? Without any exceptions, if you are studying mathematics, you must understand this concept completely, okay? So let's take a look at a problem here. And I'm kind of being vague because I'll introduce this concept in just 1 second, but let's just take a look at this problem, okay? This concept I'm talking about has to do with a problem like this. So we have 40 divided by 2 times 5, okay, or 40 divided by 2 times 5. Do not use your calculator. Put your answer into the comment section, okay? So it's going to be interesting here in a second. For some of you who stick around and watch this, you'll be like, wow, I actually got this wrong. Some of you who think that you're gonna get this right are actually going to get this wrong, and you're going to be pretty surprised. You might even have an expression like, whoa, I didn't even know. I didn't understand that. Well, listen, if you stick around again for a couple minutes, you're going to really, get tuned in to something that you must absolutely understand to be successful in mathematics at any level. So we're going to talk about that in just 1 second. But first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher. I'm going to leave a link to my math help program in the description of this video. But if you are having a tough time with math, maybe you're just having a difficulty right now, maybe you've been struggling with math for many years, whatever the case might be, maybe you don't feel like you're getting enough instruction from your teacher, or maybe you're not connecting with your teacher's teaching style. I can help you out. I've been teaching math for decades. I break things down in super clear and understandable bite-sized pieces so all students can be successful in math. So if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level in mathematics, you definitely want to check out my math help program. Now, if you're preparing for any test that has a math section, I'm talking about things like the GED, SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, ASVAB, ACCUPLACE, or CLIP exam, maybe a teacher certification exam. I can help you prepare and pass those exams. If you homeschool, I can definitely help you out. Um, yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything here, but we just won a big award in homeschooling, a big national award. So we definitely do homeschooling right. And now, lastly, notes. Okay. If you don't take great math notes, you will not get excellent grades in mathematics. But in the meantime, as you're improving your notes after hearing that, I'm going to leave links to my notes in the description of this video as well. But start improving your notes and you'll see your grades magically improve right alongside. Okay, so one last chance, okay? Go ahead and do this problem without the aid of a calculator and put your answer into the comment section. Now, if you use your calculator, that's kind of like cheating, okay? Because your calculator is going to be handling this concept. You're going to be taking a lot of tests and quizzes and exams that there will not be a calculator allowed. So again, if you use your calculator well, unfortunately, you won't be able to have as much fun with this video, but let's get to it, okay? All right, so here we go. There's two basic choices here, two basic ways we can do this problem. I can say, okay, 40 divided by 2 times 5. I can go, well, I can go 2 times 5, that's 10. So then I got 40 divided by 10, that's 4. So that seems reasonable. I mean, I'm like, okay, I'm doing multiplication, division, right? Everything seems fine with this answer. But let's go ahead and take a look at this answer. So I can go, well, 40 divided by 2, I could start off this way. Then I get 20, okay? And then go 20 times 5, that's 100. So kind of strange, right? I mean, both of these answers seem correct, but one is right and one is wrong, okay? So what do you think? Okay, do you want to go ahead and put your answer? Which one of these is right? Is 4 right or is 100 correct? Okay. Well, if you said 4 is correct, I unfortunately have to give you a very, very sad face. This is not the right answer. So some of you are like, what are you talking about, Mr. YouTube Math Man? You're like, no, that must be the right answer. You might be screaming at me, you don't know what you're talking about because I learned this. Listen, just stick with me for a couple minutes. You're going to see exactly why this is not right. Okay, and it has to do with this thing called PEMDAS. All right, let's go ahead and address this right now, and then we'll take a look at another problem, and we'll kind of really get into it. So PEMDAS has to do with the order of operations. So that's really the main topic of this video. So in mathematics, we have things called operations. Operations. Now, what are we talking about operations? We're not talking about medical operations like surgeries and stuff. We're talking about what we can do with numbers. We can add numbers, we can subtract numbers, we can multiply numbers, we can divide numbers, we can take the powers of numbers. So these are various things we can do with numbers. They're called mathematical operations. But what order do we follow? Because you can see here clearly, if I did multiplication first, I end up with one answer, but if I chose to do division first, I end up with another answer, okay? So one of these has to be right. So we need kind of a checklist, and that's what this PEMDAS is, okay? It tells us what order to do these various operations in, okay? So let's review this real quick, and then I'm going to explain this a little bit more thoroughly. So the P here stands for parentheses. Okay, so if we see things that have parentheses, we're going to do those first. Again, I'm going to go over this more thoroughly. The E stands for exponents. So those are things like powers, like 2 to the 5th. Okay, that's what that E stands for. We're going to do powers next. Now, here is where a lot of students get confused. And so if you made this mistake, don't feel so bad. A lot of students make this mistake, okay? There's a pretty big misunderstanding about this. So the next part of the order of operations is this M and D and A and S. So M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, all right? Now, and then A stands for addition and S stands for subtraction. Now notice I kind of grouped these in two. Okay, this is one group, this is another group. Well, here's the way PEMDAS works. We're going to do whatever comes first from left to right. So when I look at M and D, let's put that over here. Okay, I either have a multiplication or division, or I can have division or multiplication. Doesn't make a difference. It's whatever comes first from left to right. So if multiplication is first from on the left-hand side, then division, then it's MD. If division is first and then multiplication, then it's DM. So let's take a look at our problem again. So you can see, what did I have first? I had division and then I had multiplication. So that's why you have to do division here first, okay? And then I do multiplication second, all right? So you're not going to always follow PEMDAS, P-E-M. I'm going to do all the multiplication and then I'll do all the division. No. It all depends on what you're seeing. What comes first from left to right. That's a little detail that a lot of students miss. So if you made this mistake, don't feel so bad. Okay, but if you got this right, by the way, I must go ahead and give you a nice happy face for doing such a great job. I don't know who your math teacher is, but they clearly got through to you when it comes to the order of operations. But again, a lot of students make this error. The whole idea behind this video is to have you not make that error. Now, the A and S work the same way, addition and subtraction. It's whatever comes first from left to right. So let's take a look at a problem like this right here. I'm actually not going to do this problem. We're just going to kind of look at it, ponder the problem, look through our little checklist and talk about this PEMDAS a little bit more. All right, let's talk about P. So P, okay, let's actually scoot this whole thing over here. I'm going to scoot it over here. So our P stands for parentheses. So parentheses really it's what we call grouping symbols. You're going to look for all the math inside of parentheses. They could be these kind of parentheses, or it can be brackets like this, or brackets like this. Okay, these are really technically called grouping symbols. You're grouping numbers inside of them. So you're going to look at your problem. Now you may or may not have parentheses, but if you're looking, you're like, oh, okay, I see these different grouping symbols. I got to now look inside and start working on the problem there. That's where you first start. So as I look at this problem, I say, ooh, I got to start right here. Okay, so 4 minus 2, which of course will be 2. You do whatever, you finish up all the math that is inside the parentheses. Sometimes you got parentheses with inside parentheses, and then once you get inside the parentheses, you still have to follow the order of operations to do all this work. Okay, so that's what that an example of what the P stands for in PEMDAS. Now, there might be some other acronyms out there that some of you have learned, but I would say most of you have learned some form of PEMDAS. And there's a little mnemonic that goes, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Well, I never had an Aunt Sally. I always wondered what Aunt Sally did. But listen, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's another way to remember this. Okay, so that's P. Okay, so you can see once we're done with that, we move on to E. Now, we only do these things if they exist in our problem. Sometimes you'll have a problem, there won't be any parentheses, so you just kind of skip it. You just check, all right, there's no parentheses, you move on to E, which are powers. Now, if there's no powers, you move on to multiplication, division, etc. So once we finish this P here, okay, in this case, 4 minus 2 will be 2. I'm left with 2 squared. So the next thing I'm going to do is the E, powers, okay? So I'm going to do that, take a step, and write that down. Now, I've done multiple videos on order of operations in my YouTube channel. Just look around at my pre-algebra and algebra playlist. But if you really want to master this stuff, I would check out one of my courses, probably my pre-algebra course I would recommend. All right, so that's E. Now, once you're done with all of that, now we're going to go, let's actually do this 2 squared. That would give us a 4. Let's kind of just, fix this problem a little bit. All right, so now I'm like, all right, I don't see any more parentheses. I don't see any more powers. So now I'm really focused in on multiplication and division. But let's talk about something right now. Here in this particular problem, there's a fraction bar. So how do we handle that? This is technically division, okay? But here's how I want you to handle fraction bars is just think of this numerator as one group and the denominator as one group. So really just work the numerator down to one number, and then you're going to have this denominator work it all down to one number, and then you can go ahead and do division lastly. So when you have a fraction like this, that's how you want to handle it, okay? All right, so now I'm kind of tuned into multiplication and division. So I have to again think, all right, what comes first from left to right? Okay, this is multiplication is coming before division, so I'm going to do this. So 4 times 3, of course, would be 12. And then I can work this problem separately down in the numerator here. So I'm like, ooh, 20 divided by 4, should I do that? No, 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 no. I'm going to be really careful, okay? So division, what comes first from left to right? Well, no, excuse me. What comes first left to right down here? It is division. My apologies. Okay, so down here, division. Then we have multiplication. Here it's multiplication and then division. So we got to do this first and then divide that by 1. Down here in the denominator, we have to do that first and then multiply by 2. Okay, then lastly, we'll go ahead and do the addition, and then we'll have our fraction. Okay, we have our numerator and denominator, and we'll simplify from that. So I kind of wanted to keep it kind of general just so we can follow kind of the basic overview of PEMDAS and how it works. But you certainly need to practice this, and this is just kind of a warm-up in terms of an explanation of PEMDAS. Okay, you want to do all sorts of problems. You don't want to do something easy like this. So if you got this right, and you're like, oh, I'm so cool, check me out, I got this right. I therefore, will get every order of operation problem correct. Well, you just don't know that. Okay, I could put in some pretty challenging order of operation problems. So you really want to challenge yourself with more difficult problems than this. This is pretty easy. But if you got this wrong, okay, don't beat yourself up. The whole point of mathematics or anything that you're trying to learn is to make mistakes and learn from your mistakes. Making mistakes is part of learning. Okay, so don't feel bad at all. The key, again, is to learn something from your mistakes and then practice, because math is a skill. So if this little video helps you out, go ahead and consider helping me out by smashing that like button. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, have over 1,000 plus math videos, basic math to advanced math like calculus, and everything in between. So please take advantage of my content if you like my teaching style. But my best math help will always be within my Math Help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.